Alright, so another Thursday has come and gone, and with it another TWID. I just want to say though that I'm sorry that this wasn't uploaded on Thursday. The Ash and Iron trailer did kind of push this to the side since I recorded out of my vids at like midnight, so I really only have time to make one a day. But without further ado, let's get into it. This week the TWID is discussing Ash and Iron, Portal loot, Trials loot, buffs to the Portal and its rewards, dungeon layers, the Renegades featured gear, changes to the world first release date and some streaming requirements, a preview of some patch notes, a voice acting update, Humble Choice, and Hispanic Heritage Month. This Tuesday on September 9th, 9 a.m. PT, they are going to be doing a live stream discussing Ash and Iron as well as Renegades. So if you have a Bungie account linked with your Twitch, watching it for 15 minutes will give you an emblem which is currently displayed on screen. With the launch of Ash and Iron, they're going to be buffing the portal with some changes that were discussed last TWID, as well as increasing the chance to earn prime engrams during Crucible, as well as increasing the Crucible bonus focus drop rates from 25% to 66%. They are bringing back a weekly featured repetitive trials, which can be acquired with each visit to the lighthouse, as well as having a chance to drop when completing a match, no matter if you win or lose. Its drop rate changes based on your grade, with it going from 20% at C+ to 60% at A+. Next week's TWID will have more details. They are removing the Grappler, Oscillation, Match Game, and Hypercritical modifiers from Portal matchmaking. These will still be able to be applied when customizing Portal activities, though. When going from 500 to 550 power, getting an A or higher in the Portal will guarantee a +1 power drop. This will still be in effect during the 400 to 450 power climb during Renegades. They're going to reduce the penalty for running out of time in Grandmaster difficulty activities by making it so you don't hit 0 revives when running out of time. This, however, will not affect the Grandmaster conquests. They will make Tier 5 loot easier to earn in the Portal by making it so that when you are at 450 power or higher, any score of 1.25 million will guarantee Tier 5 loot, and the higher the power, the lower the minimum grade is to earn a Tier 5. They are adding 10 new guns, some of which are reissued. They are the SMG Mida Mini Tool, the Sidearm Drang, and the rocket launcher Haliacious. I don't know how to pronounce it. Haliacious. I don't know how to pronounce it anyways. For the Universal Loot Pool. The Fusion Rifle Everlasting Guilt, and the AR Ever Burning Guilt for Trials, the Hand Cannon Finite Impactor for Iron Banner, the Scout Rifle Force Memorializer, and the SMG Seraphine Haze for Pinnacle Ops, and 2 Redacted guns, one for Fireteam Ops and one for Crucible Ops. I personally suspect that those Redacted weapons are like new Mida and Drang weapons if you watch the Ash and Iron reveal trailer, which I have a reaction and analysis to on my channel. They're adding a new set to Solo and Fireteam Ops, Smoke Jumper. The 2-piece perk is Ride Together, Die Together, where if you pick up an overpower, you gain temporary decaying damage resistance, and the 4-piece perk is too old for this, where finisher final blows on powerful combatants grant special ammo progress and heal you a small amount. This does seem like it might be good for like finisher-centered builds. They are adding 3 other armor sets, one for Crucible, one for Iron Banner, and one for the Epic Raid. These are all redacted. They are adding a new mode to the Portal, Dungeon Layers. They are single encounters from several different dungeons, and they are free to all players. The ones that are going to be added are the Nightmare of Galran from Duality, Beneath the Necropolis from Pit of Sorrow, and Heaven's Vengeance from Warlord's Ruin. For 2 weeks after Ash and Iron launches, the 3 dungeons these encounters are from will be free to all players. Also, if you want to farm the loot for the dungeons, they are adding a new modifier exclusive to Dungeon Layers, Classic Collector. When it is selected, the dungeon-specific loot tied to the dungeon the encounter is from will drop alongside regular Portal loot. This modifier will also be free to all players for 2 weeks after Ash and Iron launches, but will require the purchase of the dungeon keys for the respective dungeons in order to continue using it. The dungeon-specific loot will not have gear tiers or seasonal power. With the Ash and Iron patch, Fireteam Power will no longer adjust your score when under 300 power, so that when playing with people who are a lower power than you, they will get quicker access to better rewards. A discard action will also be added to Portal loot engrams in the Postmaster. Upon Renegade's launch, all currently featured legendary gear will continue to be featured. All exotics released during Season Reclamation will be featured during Renegades as well. The new gear bonus will also be changed for the Renegade's artifact. It will be a flat 5% damage buff for weapons and 10% damage resistance buff for armor, instead of like the stacking bonus it has currently. The Epic Raid release has been pushed back to September 27th, 10 a.m. PT. Contest mode for it will run until September 29th, 10 a.m. PT. They have also changed the streaming requirements. Streaming is required, but only one person has to do it, and it must be streamed on YouTube or Twitch, and it has to be set to video on demand. If the streaming player wants to block portions of their screen, they will be required to use an overlay provided by Bungie and cannot block any other portions of their screen, even as a joke. The overlay can be added to add branding or a face. Game audio will also be required to be on at all times, but voice audio can be muted. There will be a submission form in the next TWID for you to share your streaming info if you wish to participate in the raid race. With the Ashen Iron patch release, the shooting range difficulty can be changed, as well as access to most of the same modifiers on a given day. They will change portal and scoring and grade info in the post-game screen. Banshee will once again offer the quest for the catalyst for Tommy's matchbook. Lobby balancing and trials will be disabled, and issuer players are prevented from being teleported to the Nightmare Realm on Duality's master difficulty will be fixed. The trial special ammo meter will be increased, with more info next week. They updated the selectable modifier saving when repeating activities to only save and reapply modifiers that the user selected. Upon the launch of Ashen Iron, the temporary voice lines for Ikora, Orin, and Chioma have been replaced with those of their original voice actors. French and Spanish voice actors are also recording their voice lines, and those are expected to ship with Renegades. The Destiny 2 Legacy Collection will join Humble Bundle's September Humble Choice Collection, and include with the purchase is a 30% off coupon for the Destiny 2 Year of Prophecy Edition on Humble Bundle, which is redeemable on Steam. Throughout September 2nd to October 7th, purchasing the Humble Choice will give you a code for the 2025 Legacy Collection on Steam. 5% of every purchase will be donated to Team Rubicon. To celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month, Bungie the Revivir, I probably butchered that, and that's an emblem that they're adding to the game. It's currently displayed on screen. You can get it by donating $10 to the El Centro de la Raza through the Bungie campaign. And lastly, completing the heavy metal title by December 30th at 9:59 a.m. will unlock the ability to purchase the heavy metal emblem pin from the Bungie store. And that's it. That's the TWID. Definitely one of the bigger ones, and I do have to say the change listed in it do sound pretty good to me. But that's enough yapping. If you liked the video or found it informative, please like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. So, bye.